What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning back into On Air with David Dwayne right here on My Fierce Wings Radio. We've got our girl, Tiffany Evans, with us. What's going on, Tiffany?
Hey, boo. How you doing?
I'm doing phenomenal. How about yourself?
I'm doing amazing. Everything is beautiful right now. I'm loving it.
Absolutely. And your new single, TMI, it's amazing. Absolutely love it. Like, I mean, you heard the nonsense that I was going through before we got on doing the interview, but this single is really, really phenomenal. Let me say congratulations.
Yes.
The singles that you've been dropping have been so fire. So congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. We've been working really, really hard, and I'm really proud of the music that, we came up with. So I'm just excited to share it with everyone.
Absolutely. And TMI, like, tell everybody, about the concept with this record and, why so sexy with this one, with the approach?
Well, if I can be a little real with you, it's kind of on the nasty side a little bit because, one time I was just in the studio and I was vibing out. And, I started, I actually got the track from my producer's First Contact, and they sent it through, and I was listening to it, and I was like, yeah, this feels good. I need to create an anthem for the ladies, for when we feel really, really good about what just happened, the other night. There's things that we like to talk about too, just like how guys like to front it in music. We like to do the same thing. So I just started thinking about what happened the other night. And this is actually a true story. So I, me and my man, we, just had a really, really fun night, and, we were out driving, and, we just did something really spontaneous, and I was like, you know what, that was just fun as hell, and we need to write a song about it. So me and my writing partner, we actually came up with the concept TMI, too much information, because, basically we kind of did something that was on that side. It was just, too much information for everybody to be seeing, but at that point we didn't care. So it's just basically about putting our love on blast for everyone to see, if they do see it, but, just taking a risk and being spontaneous and having fun and kind of doing something really wild. So that's how TMI came about.
I love it because we love to hear and see, like, people just put out their love like that over here in My Fierce Wings. But just in general, I think nowadays it's okay for everybody to be just putting too much out there. Be like, okay, so this is what we're doing. Because back then, it was like, we got to be kind of quiet, like Beyonce and Jay-Z, like they were real hush-hush. But nowadays, it's like, let's just put it out there, ass out on Instagram. Yeah,
let's just put it out there, let's put it on blast. And you know what? We're still subtle, though. In the song, it's still subtle, like it's sexy, it's groovy, and, it's not, you get the gist of everything that I'm saying. But it's not so out there where, everyone can listen to it. Anyone can listen to the record. But it's just a moment that I wanted to kind of be a little more real, than usual, a little more open than usual. So, it's just about having fun. That's really what the record is. It's really just about going out and being spontaneous and having fun with the person that you love, because you love them so much and you want everybody to know that you don't really care how they find out, even if it's making love. So, yeah.
And what's the response been so far? Because I took a glimpse, and I'm like, whoa, people are really feeling the record. But how's the, been receiving it so quickly, though?
Well, basically, it's a record that I decided to just put out just for the fans to have and to listen to, because it's one of my favorite records. So before the EP comes out, which is October 30th, I wanted to just, kind of give them a little taste of what, what's to be expected. So, the response has been phenomenal, and they love it. And, we haven't really pushed it that much just yet, but, and it's not really a single either. It's just something that I wanted to share. But if the fans love it so much and they continue to rave about it, you never know what it might become. So, we're just kind of keeping our eyes on it.
And can we talk also about the record that you have with Fetty Wap on site? I love that record. How did the collaboration come about?
Well, you know what? It's so funny. I was doing like a 15-second Instagram video with my daughter, Addie, and, you know, I was singing Fetty's song, Trap Queen. And I kind of did it, you know, my own little way, and I just put it up. And one of my friends, one of my best friends, Brittany, she said, you know, I could see you doing a record with Fetty, you know, like he's hot, and I just kind of feel like that's going to happen. I didn't know how it was going to happen, but it just, you know, kind of just came about. So I got this record, and it was this track, actually, and it was really, really just infectious. It was fly, it was fun, and I was like, you know what, let's go in the studio, let's vibe out to it, let's record it. So I started writing it. Me and my writing partner, we got some dope concepts together, and we laid it down. And then I said, you know what, it'll be really dope if we got Fetty on the record. So he happened to be in the studio. After I finished recording the record, he was in the studio. He was working on his stuff. And I hit up his DJ and said, look, you know, I really would love for him to record this record. He got the record immediately, and he laid his verse down, and it was just as simple as that. It was really easy breezy, and I could tell that he really, like, vibed with the record because of how he did his verse. His verse was so fast. And, you know, he just put his all into it, which I really, really loved. And he did more than a verse, a little more than a verse. So I was happy about that. And, yeah, it was just that easy.
It seemed that way. He definitely did put in a lot to it. I mean, I felt it. I mean, I'm a music kid. I've done music, so I felt it. I was like, oh, see, he didn't just say, okay, let me just, you know, pass the verse over, oh, this is a key record, you know, because
and I really thought that was fly. I really appreciated that too, because some people, they'll just hop on a record, you know, do their thing to it, but that's about it. But he really fucked with the record, so I was really happy about that part.
So now let's talk about, you know, switch sides and talk about being a mom, because you just had a baby in August. Mm-hmm. Congratulations on it.
Yes, thank you.
How's it all, you know, all over again now that you have another daughter?
Oh, man. You know, it's always a new experience for me. You know, every child is different, but the love just grows stronger and stronger for the both of them, each child that you have. Right. And, you know, to be honest, I didn't know what to expect the second time around, but I was just, you know, really like, okay, how is Addie going to react? You know, is she going to be happy that she's having a little sister? You know, is she going to be open to her, or is she going to be jealous? And you know what? I think, you know, when children, you know that they're having siblings, you know, there's a bit of excitement there. You know, Adalia, she was really, really happy. She was happy. And then when Shaden got here, she was just like, okay, this is my sister. Okay, nice to meet you. My name is Adalia. And, you know, don't think you're taking my spot. You know, it kind of automatically kind of shifted. But she still loves her little sister. Like, she's happy that she's here. And, you know, she's ready to be that big sister to her, which she has been. But, you know, sometimes you just got to balance, you know, both of them. You got to make sure that they still, I have to make sure that Addie still feels the love from me, you know, even though Shaden, she's a baby, so she needs a little more attention, because she's a baby, but Addie still has to feel love from me. And that's my most, you know, important thing, is to make sure that Addie knows that she's still my baby, and she's still, you know, like a part of this family, you know, because children can start to feel like that, like, you know, distant and everything like that, because a new baby came in. But we do our best to make sure that she knows that we love her just as much as we love Shaden.
Absolutely, and you're doing such a great job being a mother. Like, you're just a year older than me, so it's so inspiring to see, like, how, like, you're able to manage, you know, having a family, having 2 kids, a husband, and do your music. Like, that's amazing. How do you find, like, you know, hard. The balance? Is it really hard?
It is hard. But I love challenges. You know, that's just who I am. You know, it's like I always have the eye of the tiger, and, you know, I just love a challenge, because I know that, you know, I can make it through anything with Christ. That's what I just believe. Amen. Period. But, you know, so, you know, I just like I like attacking things and just saying, okay, you know what, even if I fail, you know, I can try again. You know, it's another day to try again. But, you know, with being a mom and a wife and, you know, doing music, you know, it's it's just all about, I tell everybody, managing your time well. And sometimes it can get a little crazy. You just have so much going on that, you have your hands in so much that you can kind of forget to just sit down and reset, But if you can get a grip on managing your time well and making sure that everything is organized and in its place, it'll start to get better. It really will. Because even after I had Chayden, like 4 weeks after, I was back in the studio. And she was
wow.
With me, and, it was, yeah. So, it was like, I'm ready to get back in. And I was even having, like a lot of pain, because, it's just with childbirth. But, I just I was still having a lot of pain. And, I was like, what, but I still feel great. I still feel like I want to express myself. I want to sing because this is a great moment for me. So I'm having all of these different emotions, and I don't want to sit down and just sit on them. So I just, let me just keep recording. And basically that's what happened. My 2 babies were with me. My husband, he did a great job helping me out and making sure that they were good and that I was good. And, now everything's ready. So it's just about managing your time well.
Absolutely. And you guys are doing great with that. So I also have to ask you, no problem. So being that you're releasing your music independent and you're getting so much great response, you've got all major blogs, like you guys are going in, keeping going in over there. Like, how does it make you feel that it's like you guys are just really just doing the damn thing?
Well, to be honest, it's always an honor that people are interested in your music and they're interested in you as a person. That's always an honor, because I feel like, artists come and go. They'll have one record and it'll be hot for a second and then they're gone, and I know what all of that is like. And I just feel like at this moment, people are really just, interested in what I have to say next, like the music. They want to hear more of the music. And the important thing for me is to stay consistent with that, with giving them music, giving them who I am, through the music, and making sure that, it's just consistent. And that's the main thing. And if it's consistent, then people are going to stay interested. They're going to stay engaged. They're going to want to know what you're doing next, So that's the most important thing for me, is making sure that I always provide them with what they want. And I'm happy that I've been able to do that.
For sure. So, Tiffany, we just got 2 more questions for you, because I know you've got to go. You got a busy schedule. Now, Eyewear line is doing absolutely amazing. What's next for the Eyewear line? You got some dope looks with it.
Oh, man. Well, you know what? I didn't even know that it was going to turn into an eyewear line. It's just funny how things happen in life. But I came up with the name when I was pregnant with Addie. And, I kind of just had a lot of time to myself, and I was just going through some things, like creatively, and just wanted to, explore different, ventures and stuff like that. So I said, it'll be really dope if we just create a line where we can, make some T-shirts and have some really dope slogans on them or whatever, like different sayings that people love to say, But that never really came into play. And I just said, you know what, let me just sit it down. And, I love the name that I came up with, iHoney. I think it's dope. Basically, the meaning behind it is, you see something that's really attractive to your eye, and honey is sweet. So when you see something that's attractive, it's pretty sweet. So, iHoney. So basically I said, I love this name. I'm just going to, kind of reevaluate everything and then come back to it. Years later, 2 years later, my business partner, he came to me and he said, it'd be dope if, maybe we could do some eyewear, because iHoney is kind of a really dope name for an eyewear line. And I was like, yeah, that'd be really, really dope. And so we got a designer. We teamed up with a designer, and we, just kind of bounced ideas back and forth. And it was pretty, like, it came pretty quick. It came pretty quick. We started getting it on different celebrities, TLC, Raheem Devine, and it just started venturing off into a eyewear plus accessory company as well. So we not only do eyewear, but we also do accessories, and then eventually we're going to get into clothes and makeup and all of that extra stuff, because iHoney is just it's the perfect name for whatever you want to do. So that's where we're at. But TLC, Raheem Devine, Twista, Jocelyn, Stevie J, Bambi. Let's see, it's so many people. Fetty. Yeah, Fetty. A lot of people. Raven Simone has been in our stuff. So, and it's still growing. It's even more people. But it's still growing, and I'm really, really excited about it, because it's new for me. It's fashion. But, I definitely want to help to see where it goes in the future. But I know it's going to be great, so because the response has been amazing.
Absolutely. It's going to be phenomenally great. I'm looking forward to what you have next with I, Honey, and then with the music coming out, All Me, the EP, on October 30th. Now, what can we expect from this project? Because I'm anxious. I'm like off my seat almost. I'm about to tip over because I'm about to rotate this thing. Y'all need to check that out. But what can we expect on the 30th?
Well, you know what? All Me is basically, the title speaks for itself. It's just all me. I never limit myself when it comes to music. I love to try all kinds of music, and whether it be, trap music or, R&B, pop, EDM, whatever it is, I'm that person. I just love to explore because I know I can do anything with my voice, and I can pull it off. So I never like to limit myself. So basically, yes, honey. So basically, all me is just, it speaks for itself. It's me, giving you who I am and right now, and just this a new Tiffany. I know you guys have known me. It's Tiffany Evans, the young baby. A lot of people have watched me grow up in this industry, but Tiffany is a grown woman now. I have so many things going on in my life, positive things, but so many things that make me a woman. Being a mom, taking care of my family, and just being a businesswoman, just things that being sexy, being gorgeous, all of those things make me a woman. So all of that is implemented into this EP, All Me. And, 7 great songs. I'm excited, and I really want everybody to hear this. I've been working on it for a minute, and I'm very confident about it. I'm just ready to perform already. I'm ready to get out on the road and tour and just fuck it up.
Yes, and we are ready to see you fuck it up because you do great music, and we've been watching your career. Well, me personally, I've been watching your career since the beginning, and I'm just so proud of you. Completely, congratulations on everything, Tiffany, because you're about to take the world by storm with this new music.
Yes, baby. The hustle is real, okay? We out here and we working. That's we ain't leaving no corners untouched. So, we just working and we about to keep it moving. That's all.
Absolutely. Well, Tiffany, thanks so much for, joining us this evening. We definitely appreciate you.
Yes. Thank you so much, honey. And we'll do this next time.
Anytime. So now, before we have you do a quick drop for us, tell everybody where they can find you as far as your social media is concerned.
Okay. You guys can find me on Instagram. That's Tiffany Evans Official. My Twitter, Miss Tiff Evans. That's MSTIFFEVANS. My website, TiffanyEvansOfficial.com, and Facebook, Tiffany Evans. And then YouTube, it's all the same, Tiffany Evans. So you can find me all on there. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Tiffany Evans. You are on air with my boy, David Dwayne.